Okay, folks, the horehound has been covered right here, and I'm out harvesting today, trying to keep it from the frost, so I'm going to start drying this now. So let's discuss it. So come along and find out about horehound. Hi there, we're going to talk about horehound this morning, and I'm going to be referring to a few books. I harvest my horehound out of the garden, and I will also show you pictures of that. But let's get started and discuss a little bit. The first book is Living with Herbs, right here, and it's a treasure of useful plants for the home and garden by GARDNER. Right here. That's book one. This here is Herbs by LESLEY BREMNESS. I will be referring to that as well. I do have a lot of herb books. I like herbs. I used to be into them quite a bit, and then I got away from them, but now I'm getting slowly back into them, and I have a whole bunch that's in my garden. And I have a whole bunch that's in my woman's cave right now drying. And some have already been jarred and some are still drying. So, okay, this is another one. Beautiful Easy Herbs here. And I'll put all my references down in the description box below. And this is the fourth one, Healing with Herbs. They have beautiful pictures. I like this one a lot. So let's get started. And in the comments below, could you please tell me what you grow for herbs? I'd like to hear about it. We're going to start with, and then again, we're discussing horehound here. Growing. Plants are easily raised indoors from seeds sown at 70 degrees about 8 weeks before the last frost. I bought my plant probably only in a 2-inch pot from an herb farmer, and it has organically been grown, and it was organically grown by her as well. Okay, I have not found it easy to stratify. That means to pre-chill. She told me that she did not pre-chill her seeds, but I'm going to try it this year, and I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to pre-chill it, and then I'm not going to on a few. As it sometimes recommends, plant seedlings 10 inches apart in full sun and drained soil. Horehound will not survive the winter if the ground is the least bit soggy. So I was hoping to winter mine over, but as what I'm reading here, it may not. Now I have mine mulched really well around with straw, and I'm also going to cover it. I'm not sure. I've got half of it already harvested, and the other half I'm going to see if Ray can put a big tarp or a bucket or something to cover it. And then it says harvesting. You cut back the stems before they flower. Hang bunches to dry, then strip off the dry leaves and store them in a jar until needed. The uses for horehound. Horehound cough drops are soothing for bronchial congestion and sore throats. So that is a good thing. I am going to try to make some horehound candy. I'm not sure it's going to come out. I've never tried it. I have a recipe here, and the recipe says you got to simmer some dried leaves in a cup of water for 10 minutes. Then you strain it out and you add 2 cups of sugar, and you make an infusion, and then you let it boil. And then it says uncover until a thread. When you drop it into cold water like you would jelly, it kind of threads. You'll be able to tell if you're a jelly maker or a candy maker when it threads. And then it says you got to wait till it comes to a hard boiled stage. And then it says you got to have a buttered pan, and you immediately pour it in the pan until it hardens. And then once it's hardened, you store it, and you cover it with a jar. And if moisture starts to getting condensed before it gets hard, just remove the cover on that. And it says the candy can also be placed in tea as to replace the sugar that you would put in the tea. So I'd like to put a disclaimer in right now. I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I no means want to give you any suggestions on how to get rid of a sore throat or anything, because I'm not clinically able to do that. I'm just reading it for the books here. So let's refer to book 2. In book 2, let's see, we got to get here. Here is a good picture of horehound, and the leaves right here. I think I'm going to leave it here for a minute in case there's something on here you would like to read or see. Okay, and here it says, horehound, the botanical name comes from the Hebrew marab, which translate as bitter juice. Its common name is derived from an Old English term from downy plant. I did not know that. It said dried leaves used as medicinal infusions for chest, nasal, and sinus congestion. And right here is the seed of a horehound. Right there, the seeds from it. And it says, the shiny dark brown tear shape is 1/2 inch long. And then here you can see, I had a pointer, but let's turn it upside down seed marker. Right here is the stem, and these right here are the leaves that I'm pointing to. Those are the leaves, and this right here is the stem. Okay, then it says the leaf, it's a wrinkled heart in green and white, woolly covering, most pronounced towards the tip. The fruit centered is a bitter flavor and contains vitamin C. Okay, and here it says uses. Used dried in flower arrangements, you can use it. Household. The flower attracts bees to the garden, which is great. We all want bees to come to our garden. The leaf. Infuse as a spray for cankerworm in trees. Infuse in fresh milk and set in a dish as a fly killer. No, I've never heard of that one. Medicinal. The leaf, at the first sign of a cold, finely chop 9 small horehound leaves, mix with 1 tablespoon of honey, and eat slowly to ease the sore throat or cough. Now that I've heard. Repeat several times if necessary. Drink a cold infusion to ease digestion and heartburn to destroy intestinal worms. Okay, that's in this book here. And I will put everything in the description box below. And I do have several other herb books that I do refer to, but these are the go-to that I'm using this morning that I thought would help all of us. I'm learning too, so I'd like for you to come along and learn with me as well. Now this one here is the beautiful Easy Herbs. Right here. And let's see what this is going to say. Okay, I had done this because it shows a great idea of the way the white horehound and the name right here. I will also put that in the description. This here is what it looks like when it grows in my garden. And right here, I wanted to show you because that's how you cut it when you get ready to harvest it. And that's exactly what I did with mine. So here are a few things. It says the perennial herb can form 12 to 8 inches wide, and it has heart-shaped, which we learned that in the other book. In midsummer, small white flowers will bloom in the upper stem. And when they say the upper stem, they mean right up here at the very top. Okay. It says how it's used. Use the fresh or dry leaves to make a tea to soothe coughs, colds, and sore throats. Add honey to mask the somewhat bitter flavor. It does have a real bitter flavor. Horehound is also used to make throat-soothing lozenges. It grows well in containers. Some of it has a silvery foliage. It's colorful flowers and dark leaves in the garden. And it's how to grow it. It says it's hardy in zones 4 to 9. And that's all I wanted to share out of this book with you. So this is a very nice book. Now we're going to go on to the last one. As you can see, I have many different tabs here for different things that I refer to. Okay, let's go to page 66. The white horehound again. I just wanted to show you the picture. And it is right here. This is the one you want to look at right here. And I'll leave it up for a minute. These are really great herb books. And it says the part used are the leaves. That's the main part that you want to use. It says used in infusions, syrup, tinctures, lozenges, creams, and ointments. Okay, that's all I have to share about horehound. I have mine drying presently. I will be sharing more on herbs. So stay tuned for some more and we'll learn together. If you like this video, please remember to give me thumbs up and please share my videos as much as you would like. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Everybody have a great day because you never know what Maniac Grammy's gonna have on her videos. God bless.